They go play action now. Jackson. Whoosh. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Yo, keep talking about it and bring it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
58, come on. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, box drop.
Play fake. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. 21 yards. Well done on the return. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry! Don't get nervous. Slam. Shoot. Point it right.
On the counter, Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
180. Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 51.
They run right side with Hunt. A beautiful fake. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I'm taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here's Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. They'll run on first down. Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield completes it to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Corey Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson now to throw again, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Ain't together. I got
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions.
Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.